Hi, this is Abhinav Kulecha, and in this video, I want to share about my learnings from the five remembrances given by the Buddha, and I've made certain notes, so I will share them. The point is that these five remembrances were first found in the Upajjhatthana Sutra, subjects of contemplation. So the five remembrances are: number one is on growing old. I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old. Second is on ill health. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having ill health. The third is on death. I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. Number fourth is on the near and dear ones. All that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature to change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. Number five is on karma, right? Action. My actions are my only true belongings. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. My actions are the ground upon which I stand, right? So what we'll do is that I will just so as I have so first let me be clear is that it's not that I memorize or recite these daily. It's like I have started on my journey of learning Buddha's teachings. So I have just below each particular remembrance I have made certain reflections. So we'll take it point by point. I'm sharing my reflections, and I request you that you also in the comments share your feedback or your reflection in the comment section. So first remembrance is where Buddha says, "I am of the nature to grow old. There is no way to escape growing old." So the what my understanding is that growing old is a natural thing, right? We cannot, no matter which technology comes or which AI comes or which medical science, how much it progresses, we will all grow old, right? We are all in the process of growing old. So this is something which is very natural that is happening to us over time. What, like, I am 42 right now, right? So what I have observed is over time, the body, there is some or the other thing that starts happening, right? Your body needs more maintenance. So what happens is that we kind of sometimes feel bad or feel down that my I'm degenerating, or so what my reflection is that I accept my nature of growing old, and the aches and pains and the troubles that come with growing old. I accept that it is my nature, right? So I do not fight with it. The small things here and there, what happen? I do not lose my sleep over it. I am at peace, right? And one more thing is that growing old is an art. That means I can age gracefully if I am living in mindfulness, if I am living in the present moment, cultivating more and more compassion and living my life as per the dharma, as per the Buddha's teachings. I can grow old more gracefully. Like we see, people who are around us. Some people we see them, they age so gracefully. They have this such a aura. They have such a shine on their face, even though they are old, they are frail. But what Eckhart says, the presence starts shining through them. The presence starts shining through their eyes. So my understanding is that I accept myself that yes, I am growing old, and and at the same time I do my practice, right? My practice, I find refuge in my practice, and my practice will help me to age gracefully, right? Rather than cribbing or something, aging gracefully. That is what my just reflection. I am second is on the health. I am of the nature to have ill health. There is no way to escape having health. So my reflection here is on what I understand is that as long as I am in this body, there will be cycles of good health, bad health, okay health. All these cycles will keep on, will keep on happening. You see, sometimes what happens is, sometimes if I am too attached to being, very healthy, right? Some people are like that. They eat all the superfoods and do everything so that they are always healthy. That attachment itself causes pain, because the by nature my body is like that. It will have the cycles of good health and bad health, right? So when I have bad health, I allow that time to pass, Be completely mindful in the ill. Even think about, when in a day-to-day life, like for a particular week, there is one day in the week that you are, totally, you cannot work, you're feeling so tired or feverish. Just take rest, right? Take rest, allow that particular phase to go. Be mindful rather than keeping cribbing why I am, having my ill health. That actually keeps you in that particular state, you and me, right? So we need to understand that body will go through these cycles, and I have to accept the fact that there will be good times and bad times as far as health is considered, and then just keep doing my work, right? These cycles will come and go, and uh, no matter, how much I take care of my health, I will have ill health. One more thing is that if any of us have health issues, see, somewhere or the other we all have some or the other health issues. So this remembrance of ill health can help us be more accepting to the fact that maybe our health is not at an optimal level that maybe we should have aspired for, but this is how it is right now. So whenever negative emotions or negative thoughts come with respect to my health, I will come back to this remembrance, I will take refuge in this remembrance, and continue and just allow that particular thoughts or emotions to be, and continue my work. So that is the second. Third is a big one. It is, I am of the nature to die. There is no way to escape death. Now, death is a, in a Western cultures, death is like a treated as a taboo topic. It's not, spoken much about. But if you see in India, there is a lot of acceptance that yes, death is a reality, right? We will have to face death, right? So what we can do is that when we have this when we come back to this remembrance, we can realize that uh, there is no way of escaping death. We are all moving towards death. We are all moving towards death. Now, rather than being despondent or feeling bad about moving towards death, every day we are going one step closer towards death. What I will use is that life is short. How I will use it, how I will reframe it is that life is short. Start focusing on things that really really matter, right? No matter, see, forget about what has happened in the past. Forget about what has happened in the past, all the failures, all the setbacks that you've seen in the past. Come in the now, in the present, and just do in this day what is required, right? And what I remember about Steve Jobs, the speech that Steve Jobs gave on death, that whenever he said something like, whenever I was feeling down or continuous days, I started remembering about death, right? And realized that I have to do what really matters. So this remembrance about death it's very grounding. um, so what how I'll interpret it is that life is short. Whatever is my mission, I have to achieve, accomplish that mission of living mindfully and helping others live mindfully. If that is the mission, then I have less time left, and then I will dedicate myself, bring focus back to my mission. There's another thing that I just made a note of was funeral meditation. Like in various cultures, there's this thing that if you imagine yourself in your funeral and imagine yourself what you will think about how life was. Were there any regrets? Did you miss anything? Right? So when I bring myself, when I remember death, and that there is no escaping death, this is the time to start coming back to what needs to be done, what is my legacy that I want to leave, and bring my focus back to that, right? Okay. Fourth is, all that is dear to me and everyone I love are of the nature to change. There is no way to escape being separated from them. Yes. So basically here, what my reflection is that my pain in relationships arise from attachment. I realize that my attachment to my near and dear ones, it will give me pain, right? So I need to continuously, as my practice, as my practice, I need to constantly evaluate, am I creating attachments, right, towards my near and dear ones. Give them freedom, allow them what they want to do, give them love in this moment. In this moment, this is the only moment I have, right? There's no other moment. So in this moment, when you hug your child, when I hug my child, then I just give my 100%. I'm just there rather than living somewhere else, because maybe that is the last moment. That is the last moment. So that is, this remembrance is there in me, that uh, not to have attachment, right? Be aware of these attachment tendencies, because then attachment brings demanding tendencies. Not having those tendencies, and sharing and giving love in this moment, and being in this moment when I'm with my family, with my close ones, because only this moment is there. Next moment it is there or not, I don't know, right? Okay. Fifth, and something which is close to my heart, is my actions are my only true belongings. I cannot escape the consequences of my actions. My actions are the ground upon which I stand. So, my realization in the course of my spiritual journey is this only. And as I came to Buddha's teachings, this thing became more strong, is that nothing is above karma, right? I have to face my karma, right? Whatever actions I have done, my actions are my true friend. My actions, whatever I have done in this lifetime or in past lifetimes, the actions, the seeds that I have sown are now sprouting. So I have to deal with them with acceptance. There is no point crying. There is no. I need to be more mature. No point crying. No point complaining about my life, how it is. Just in this moment, what I am doing. So past is gone. There are certain seed in seed form in my unconscious. Those seeds are there, which are now sprouting, right? So I will deal with them with acceptance, right? It's like my friends. My actions, my karma are my friend. They are not my enemy, right? If I am friends with them, then my life is at peace. I can be at peace. Till the time I'm in conflict with my karma, my life as it is, I will continuously harbor more resentment, more anger, like I'm sowing more seeds of, you know uh, negative seeds, right? What I basically bring myself to focus on is that now is the time. This is the time. Live mindfully. What I will do is that I'll follow the noble eightfold path. Bring myself back to the noble eightfold path and see what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, where things need to be improved. Coming back to that path, and continuously evaluate myself, because in this moment, now in past lifetimes, maybe my awareness level was not very good. That's why I may have committed a lot of things, wrong things. But when I am aware, when I'm on the path that is given by the Buddha, right? What is Buddha's one thing? Buddha's one thing was that I will teach you the way to come out of suffering. That's what at the deepest level we want, right? We want peace. We don't want a lot of accumulations or everything. Deepest core, we just want to be peaceful. So now when I'm at the path, when I'm there with Buddha's teachings are there to support me. I am having the company of Sangha, Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, right? All the three jewels are there. I need to make the best of it, right? I don't want to let this opportunity go by. Pay attention to what my karma is. What I can do in this moment is only what I can do. I cannot take care of the past. I cannot create my future. I only have this present moment, and what I am in this present moment, what I do matters, right? So bringing myself back to the importance of karma, my actions. I cannot escape my actions. There is no shortcut, no bypassing, right? I have to face the results of my actions. So better do the right actions, better to live the right life as suggested by the Buddha, and be a better human being, right? So conclusion, just conclude what my understanding is. So I read somewhere is that the first three things about uh, growing old, about ill health, and about death, this is what made Buddha a Buddha, right? When Buddha saw these things, then the Buddha in him arose. Similar way, the Buddhist monk says, is that we all have Buddha in seed form in us. Maybe when we do these remembrances every day, when we come back to these remembrances, and I plan to do so, maybe this can sprout the Buddha seed in us also. Like the Buddha seed sprouted in the Buddha, it can also sprout in us. Maybe in like even 1% of that seed, if it sprouts in us, then our life is a well lived life. So that is first thing. These remembrances help us stay grounded. This helps us stay pure, not to be deluded. There are a lot of things in our world which are which create delusions, right? The technology, the social media, the consumerism, uh, these coming back to these remembrances, just in your home, in your study, whatever you do, coming back to these teachings and these remembrances will help all of us to stay grounded in Buddha's teachings and move forward on our path, right? Okay. Brings peace and acceptance. What it One more thing it can do is that it brings peace of being human, right? The very fact that I am a human and I have my feelings, and I can have ill health, I will die at one day, and I will have ill health, I will grow old. All these things, we, instead of going into self pity and all, it can create much more. It's in a way it can create like a celebration of this humanness that I have, right? The beingness that I have. It can create a celebration of that in me, right? Okay. Now these five remembrances, you can decide how you want to use. You can either recite them every day, you can memorize them somewhere. You can, important thing is to keep coming back to these remembrances. So you can put maybe take it as a note card, paste it somewhere, paste it on your kitchen, in your kitchen, or on your table, or somewhere you can see it every day. Or if you are following Buddha's teachings, if you are learning on the path of learning Buddha's teachings, you can have a dedicated folder where this can be one of the pages, right? And every day when you have your dedicated study time towards study of Buddha's teachings, you can come back to these at least just glance through and reflect for some time, like 2 3 minutes. Or you can just have your journal and pick up when you read these, what are the thoughts, or what are the things that come to your mind. You can do that. So that is like just an idea which you and me, we can try. So I hope this video was useful, and do please share your feedback on your reflections on these five remembrances. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you and bye.